So we're here with Dave Moskovitz, one of the co-founders of WebFund, which is one of the founding investors into the Lightning Lab program. Dave, tell us a little bit about what WebFund does.
Well, WebFund invests in really early stage companies. We like to work with founders when they just have an idea and really haven't progressed it much beyond that. So we can help them shape that idea into something that's really workable and something that can gain traction really quickly and globally. We've been doing this since 2007 and we currently have 5 investments in play.
Great. So why did the Lightning Lab make sense for you guys?
Well, I think in order to answer that question, you really have to wind back and ask the question, why do angel investors do angel investments? And it really comes down to 5 things. And for me, these are in increasing order of importance. The first thing is, you want to make the world a better place. You want to invest in companies so that they do something that's actually going to make life easier. And for example, when Sam Morgan started TradeMe, he wanted to be able to buy and sell stuff. And so that was something that was missing from the ecosystem. He wanted to make the world a better place, so that's what he did. So angel investors like supporting that sort of thing. Secondly, you want to make your community a better place. I mean, my vision for Wellington and New Zealand is that we have lots of high-tech companies doing really cool stuff, adding lots of value to the economy. So making the community a better place is really important. Third, we like working with founders and entrepreneurs to help them achieve their dreams. I mean, there are lots of people with all sorts of crazy ideas around, and I don't know, I get a real buzz from working with people and helping them achieve their goals. I guess the fourth thing is, you're making the world a better place, you're making the community a better place, you have some people that you resonate with, they actually have a product or a system that they've designed that can work and work really well. They actually have a shot of achieving success. And lots of ideas are really cheap, and there are lots of people around with lots of ideas, but it is all about execution and your ability to take that idea and turn it into a workable business that's going to be adding value, creating value that will eventually result in financial gains for the people involved. So why did we find Lightning Lab particularly attractive? Well, some of it comes out of the startup weekend mentality. We've been involved in the startup weekend movement in New Zealand for the last few years, and we've seen the power of taking a group of people, putting them into a really intense, high-pressure environment with a bunch of mentoring and a really strong lean startup methodology, some really good leadership and direction, and seeing what people can do over the course of 54 hours in the startup weekend, turning an idea into a running business. So the idea of taking that sort of paradigm to the next stage and taking companies that already have a prototype, putting them in a really intense environment where they can have group support, strong leadership, really good direction in lean startup methodology, and some investment, and taking them from that stage where they've got a prototype into international traction was really, really appealing to me.
That's fantastic. So from an investor's perspective, you're really busy in the startup ecosystem in New Zealand. You've mentioned Startup Weekend, you're invested in companies, you're a serial entrepreneur yourself. What should startups around New Zealand see coming out of the first digital accelerator in the country, the Lightning Lab?
You will see companies that have managed to prove the problem that they're solving, prove who their customer base is and validate who their customer is that they're solving this problem for, validate their unique proposition and their competition. And this is all stuff that comes out of the lean startup methodology, and we're pushing it really hard. They'll also have customers on the platform, and some of them will have significant international traction as well.
That's a lot to squeeze into a 12-week program. What sort of intensity should startup founders that are looking at the Lightning Lab expect?
And just going really hard. In the first month, you're validating all of your assumptions. In the second month, you're building what you've got furiously and iterating it. And in the third month, you're preparing for investment in international traction and international expansion. So, people are working really hard, they get really tired, but it's huge energy. If you go into the room You know, the moment you get out of the lift, you can almost smell the fear in a way. And you smell the drive and the energy. You go into the room and there are lots of conversations happening all over the room. And you know, there are lots of people who are totally head down, totally concentrating on their screens and what's going on. It is just a really intense, exciting environment where people are doing in 12 weeks what other companies can't achieve in 12 years.
Yeah.
And that is the speed that we have to go at if we're going to succeed as a startup nation.
Fantastic. Thanks, Dave.
Cheers.